Warning. The following video presentation contains scenes of extreme deliciousness. Failure to either eat first or bring a snack to consume during the presentation could result in wanting to lick the screen or in some way act the fool. Ain't nobody want that. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, boys and ghouls. DK's making a snack today. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? DK's making a snack today. Shove it right into your mouth. DK's making a snack today. What's it gonna be? Is he making it for me? DK's making a snack today. It's time for tactical snacking with DK.
What's happening, folks? Hey, Scott2572, how's it going, man? Thanks for the resub. It's hard to believe it's been 8 months already. It has been a pretty wild time now that I think about it. Woo! But it was one of those things. It was like, hey, you know what? Just had to start more than anything. And from where we're... Hey, what's going on? Oh! Willkommen! Bully! So, welcome. Yeah. It's hard to believe it's been 8 months, but yeah, I mean, from where we started out and just getting it going to where we are now, it's a huge difference. And, yeah, it's been a good time. I mean, things have changed and they're going to continue to change and we're going to continue to improve, and it's, you know, it's how it goes, and we're having a good time, so hooray. On the menu today, Korean fried chicken. It's about time. We were going to do Korean fried chicken, I forget how long ago. It might have been like 2 months ago or something, but something happened. I don't remember if I wasn't feeling well when the day came or something happened and we ended up not doing it, which was a real bummer because I was looking forward to it. But today we rectify that. Today we make the Korean fried chicken. Let me go on record first and foremost. This is not a definitive, this is the be-all end-all. There are many recipes for Korean fried chicken. There are many varieties. There are many flavors that are out there. And I'm a giant white guy. So, a giant white German guy. This comes from a place of love. I adore fried chicken in general. And Korean fried chicken is one of my very favorite things. And unfortunately, we don't have anywhere around us that we can just get it, and so I've had to kind of make it myself. Hey Vera, how you doing, little girl? So that's what we're doing today. All of the recipes that I'm using have been posted on the Discord. That sent out 4 messages because of how I have it set up to spit out the messages. It spits all the different things out on a separate line. From the chicken moo, which is the pickled radish that gets served alongside most of the time when you get fried chicken at a Korean fried chicken place. Soy sauce, pickles, that's kind of a base recipe. I ended up pickling some onion and some chili peppers, so we'll have that to go alongside of it. But then we've got kind of everything else. not only the base chicken recipe itself, which is I have posted, and it's, you know, dead simple. In my particular recipe, we're going to marinate the chicken for about 20 minutes in a combination of sake and soy sauce. But then that's going to marinate for about 20 minutes before draining it. And then we're going to dredge it in a combination of potato starch and all-purpose flour. For the gluten-free folk, you can just use straight up potato starch or cornstarch. You don't have to use the all-purpose flour, and it'll work just fine. And then we'll give it a fry. And then we're going to take it out and do a double fry before tossing in the final sauce. Now, the recipe for the sauce, dakgenjang, I have no idea how to pronounce that correctly. But there's a bunch of different variations when it comes to the sauces that one can have with the Korean fried chicken. And this is one that I'm a fan of. It's a little sweet, it's a little salty, it's a little spicy, and it works really well with it. And I really enjoy it, so I'm happy to make it and consume it today. So the first thing that I want to get going is I want to get the chicken marinating. And I've taken the liberty of actually boning out and skinning a total of 5 chicken thighs that I have in here. You also notice in the corner here, I've got the chicken skin. Why? Because the chicken skin, fried up, is delicious. Hey, I see Nick Wolf. Welcome, welcome, buddy. So, we're gonna have the chicken, we're gonna have the skin. It's all gonna be amazing. I am very, very excited. Now, the nice thing about this is that the ratio for sake to soy sauce is 8:1. So whatever volume you actually need, as long as you maintain that ratio, you'll be just fine. And the whole purpose of marinating it in the sake and the soy sauce is that it helps kind of remove the raw chicken smell, and it adds a little bit of flavor to it. Okay, so that's one. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to need to do 2 cups of sake. And what I have here is just a bottle of Shochikabai's Extra Dry. It is not an expensive sake at all. It's one that I actually keep kind of over by the stove. And I use it for cooking quite a bit, for like steaming and stuff like that. So since we had 2 cups or 16 ounces of sake, we need to add 2 ounces of soy sauce. I'm using a Korean soy sauce because I have it. If you don't, feel free to use, you know, basically whatever soy sauce you have on hand, like, you know, Kikkoman or whatever. So, we're going to just add that to it. And then I'm just giving this a bit of a stir, so then that way all the pieces and everything gets surrounded. And it has a chance to actually marinate. Now, I will say, and this is going to seem a little odd, but if you read through the recipes that I've got posted, other than this, like, I'm not salting or seasoning the chicken, I'm not salting or seasoning the coating or anything like that, and that's because all of the seasoning / flavoring, other than the little bit of soy sauce that's in here, is coming from the sauce. Okay? If you weren't going to make the sauce, then I would absolutely do some kind of other flavoring to go with it. So, okay, we're going to put that there. 20 minutes on the clock. And nice, that's in view. The other thing that I need to do for 20 minutes is... Now this is actually a little bit of a surprise that Mrs. Wayso didn't even know about. Something that very often ends up mixed in with the Korean fried chicken if you're buying it like on the street, according to a large number of the YouTube videos that I've watched. Are these little rice cakes, tteokbokki. And so what we're going to do is we're going to soak these in warm water for the duration of the time that's marinating, to kind of rehydrate, and then we're going to drain them before frying them. Surprise, baby! Surprise! Woo! I knew that would make you happy. There we go. I'm like, this water was hot earlier. The stream is empty. I'm here. Alright. So that is 20 minutes around the clock. That's going. We're good to go. Next up. I've got my rice cooker here because, well, I made rice. So we have rice to go along with it. I opted not to go through the whole process of making rice on stream because it's a lot of hurry up and wait. After the initial washing, it drains for 30 minutes. Then it sits in here for 30 minutes. Oh snap, who's raiding? Oh! Mr. Shreddy Boy himself, Nick Miller. Subs, I said? Hey, thanks for the resub. Yeah. So, because washing and making rice seems like a fairly boring thing to do. If people actually want me to do it at some point... Oh, hey, Corey H. Drummer, thanks for the follow, buddy. Hey, Wolfie Metal Beast. Welcome, welcome, all the friends. Hold up. There we go. Okay. So the tteokbokki are soaking. That's good to go. Hey, Marillion. Hello again. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, hey, Ladynthia. Man, so many friends are showing up. This is great. Rice is going. Chicken's marinating. Oh, thanks for the gift sub, buddy. And now we're on our way to working on a salad because we kind of need some vegetation to offset all of this. Besides, so I have listed, this is what the chicken moo looks like. And it's just a Korean radish that's been quick pickled in, the brine is about as simple as it gets. It's a bit of salt and then equal parts sugar, water, and rice vinegar. And all you do is bring all the brine ingredients up to a boil to make sure that the sugar dissolves. And then pour it over the radish. Let it sit out for a couple of hours to cool. And then pop in the fridge overnight. And then it's ready to go. This is the soy sauce pickle. And you can see I've got sliced up Korean radish in here. And onion. And the brine is super similar to this in that it's equal parts sugar, water, vinegar, and soy sauce. So there's no additional salt, it's just the soy sauce. But then, yeah, this stuff keeps for, usually this takes 24 to 48 hours till it's about ready to eat. But, what do you mean? I'm in the corner here. Sorry. Oh, my bad, user error. Yeah, imagine that. So yeah, it's true. Lumpy pickle is still my favorite pickle. But this is kind of a sweet, salty, sour kind of pickle that's really nice with the chicken. And then I've got kimchi over here that I made, I don't remember how long ago. It's pretty sour, but I like it. Hey, thanks for the follow, buddy. AJ's here. Yes, AJ resub. That's right. So, yeah, we need to make some. We need to make some salad, and then while we're getting everything else going on, we'll make the sauce, and we're bringing back an old friend, somebody that hasn't been on stream for a while. You know him, you love him. Butane burner. So we're gonna do a little cooking over here, and this is where we'll finish off the chicken once it's all done. So that's the plan. Okay, let's make some salad. I've got some red cabbage. I got some green cabbage. We've got some green onion, some red pepper, and some carrot. So my plan is, at least for the cabbage, we're going to shred a little bit of it into the bowl here, and then we're going to get it covered in cold water. And the whole reason for that is that cabbage, especially like after you cut it, it is a big fan of getting soaked, because what it does is it tends to crisp up even more. We don't need a ton. I just want to take care of that kind of cut edge. And then I've got my mandolin of death here, the big one specifically. And we're going to shred this cabbage pretty dang thin. Oh! Thanks for the gift sub, buddy.
I was like, there's a hype train. I need to renew my subscription. I come.
You let it lapse.
To be here.
You're forced to be here. Thanks. I'm so glad you've decided to succumb to being married to me.
It's only been almost 15 years.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
It'll be 15
It doesn't
years
matter,
in a couple
baby.
weeks.
Kaboom!
No.
It's so weird, man.
We'll have to do an anniversary stream.
Boom, baby. Oh yeah, what should we do for our anniversary? Okay,
Pizza.
okay. A little bit of a story time here.
Story time!
Story time! Oh! Scott with another gift sub. Thanks, buddy.
Scott, you're the best. I'm gonna feed the dogs.
Okay, cool. So, when we got married, we had like no money, and
Typical newlyweds.
Typical newlyweds. And my one of my cousins, actually, who was working for Marriott, got us a free night at a hotel that wasn't too far away from where our reception was. But it was one of those things that you never really get a chance to eat, and it's a really long day, and nerves and everything else. And so that night, like after we left the reception and we went back to the hotel, we're like, we need to get out of our clothes because that sucked. But we were starving.
Jinx,
Oh snap!
Oh, I should go subscribe.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh wow. Is Soraya here? Oh
Wait.
snap. Okay. If Soraya, if you are in fact here, for the people probably don't know who Soraya is. Soraya is a mod in the Midnight Sumo channel, the one that I talk about and go on about, the sumo tournaments. She's a mod in there. So yeah, Saturday is the big day. We are very much looking forward to the tournament, and Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm thinking Saturday, in celebration of the tournament, we're gonna have to make some chonko nabe, some sumo stew. And part of me is thinking we might have to make a kimchi variant of it.
You're going crazy.
Yeah, channel is going crazy today. Seriously, thank you ever so much for the love, everybody. It is incredibly appreciated. You have no idea. So, okay. Got my cabbage. We're looking good. I'm going to go get some cold water on this real quick, and then we'll get to everything else. Good job, dogs. All right. Yeah, oh, that's right. I gotta finish the story. I'm gonna leave that for you to rinse off if you'd be so kind.
Taking advantage of the hype train.
That's right. Oh, did you resub? Maybe. So yeah, we get back to the hotel. We're like, okay, I gotta get out of my tux. We gotta get her out of her dress and everything. And we're starving. All of our clothes and everything, because we were going to be going to Sedona for our honeymoon, was at my parents' place. But we're starving. We get to my parents' place, get our stuff, and we're like, well, what's around? Well, there's a pizza place that's not that far away. And so we went and got a pizza. Go back to the hotel room, and we just chowed down on it. Now, because of that, and that memory and that experience, every anniversary since, that's what we do, is we get a pizza. Or well, either that or we make it. We have made it before. But that's how we celebrate our anniversary, because, it's not so much about, having to spend a ton of money and go all, kind of crazy on stuff. It's really about kind of the memories and just being together. I think other than the pizza, the big thing that I remember about that night was the 100 billion hairpins.
Oh my gosh, my hair looks amazing.
Her hair it looked phenomenal. But trying to get all the hairpins out, that took me a solid hour.
Yeah.
That's not the right way to bake your noodles.
It's all curled up and beautiful.
I'll see.
Yeah. It took 2 days to get all the knots out, too.
Rice cooker on your head could protect your noodle, I suppose. Yeah. Well, it is an induction rice cooker, so it's...
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Okay. That's ready to go.
Let's focus.
All right. We are having fun, so that's really kind of the important thing.
Yeah. It's party time.
It is party time. Excellent. So I am thinking I am keeping the top and bottom. I always keep the top and bottom of the peppers.
Sports model rice cooker.
I'm sorry, what? Sports model rice cooker? Yeah. Dude, I don't know if I may have mentioned this before, so this rice cooker is not a cheap one. Hey! Did we hit level 2?
And, Brittany.
Oh, snap!
It's nice to have you here, Brittany.
Well, AJ gifted one to her. I don't know if she's actually here. But, so my rice cooker is not a, it's not an inexpensive rice cooker. My rice cooker, when I bought it, was, I think it was about $600. As crazy as it sounds. But I really wanted a nice Korean rice cooker. there was a Korean home goods store that I would frequent all the time, and they had a whole bunch of different ones, and they kind of knew me as like the giant white guy that would roll into the store, because I was in there buying stuff all the time. And yeah, they were pretty surprised when I said, I want that one. You know, I want the red one. But yeah, that was actually, I believe we bought it, or I bought it when we were in the process of selling our home. Before coming up here, because that was that money was proceeds from selling off a chunk of my beer collection. It's kind of funny, like, thinking back, I had a beer collection that rivaled a number of bottle shops. Like, I had a carefully curated closet full of stuff, and I do mean like a literal closet full. I had beer cases stacked probably about 3 deep, about maybe 6 wide, and about 4 or 5 tall. I had a lot, but it was all stuff like, you know, sours and stouts and barley wines and Scotch ales, stuff that I had traded, stuff that was purchased. I ended up selling a big chunk before moving. It's kind of crazy. Chork pops. We can do chork pops. It's true, I am 6'3". But, yeah. Anyways. Alright. I want to shred some carrot in this. Where's the meat? I could use a shreddy boy to shred this for me. I had my peeler out.
I didn't touch it.
Oh, it disappeared underneath the burner. It's true. Lumpy Joe is a very petite woman. She is fun-sized. Kind of like a Polly Pocket or something like that. And I just used it. How much time we got? Minute 33 on that? Nice. Excellent. That will work nicely for that. There's our bulky soak in. That's good to go. Let's see. Let's do a green one. So I've got oil on the stove slowly heating up. Well, I suppose I could probably turn it up a bit. I did just buy new frying oil. Monday when I did the tonkatsu. That was like the last batch of the oil that I had in there. And when I went to actually buy oil, I was in the aisle, kind of looking at stuff. I'm like, okay, well, where do I go? You know, what do I get? And the jug that I initially grabbed was a jug of corn oil, and it was like $10. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I started looking at other things, and there was another jug that was like 12 or something like that. But then what I didn't realize is the one that I initially picked up was only a 3-quart jug, whereas the other one was a gallon. So I went to grab that. But when I grabbed it and I had to look at the price tag, thankfully it had like the per ounce cost on it. And it was actually more expensive than the bottles that were sitting right above it. Exact same oil, just different packaging. And so I ended up saving like a couple of bucks just by getting them in a different format. So all I'm saying is pay attention to what you're paying for stuff. So it's okay that this ends up soaking a little bit longer. I just want to get this done. So I'm slicing this to length. And I'm wanting kind of longer strips, especially for the white part of the green onion here. Okay, so we've got that set, we've got those set, that's going. The only thing left to do really for the salad is the dressing. Now the dressing for this is going to be about as simple as it gets. Daddy Senpai Brian, hey, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. So the dressing that I'm making for this is literally mayo and ponzu sauce in about a 2-to-1 ratio. So I just want to thin it out, and the ponzu is going to add just, it's going to thin it out, but it's also going to add some nice tartness to it. And then when we drain the cabbage and get everything going, we'll just toss this with it. And we'll be good to go. Alright, so that's done, that's done, that's done. Okay. We can move on to draining the chicken as well as the tteokbokki. Oil is at 219. So the tteokbokki, I'm just gonna so I got that going. Really want to dry these out because the last thing I want is water hitting hot oil. Just for reference, the oil temp this evening is 330 Fahrenheit, which is 165 Celsius. And we're going to double fry. So we're going to kind of fry everything in a couple of batches, pull it out, let it rest for a little bit, and then we'll refry everything probably together. I currently have 3 quarts of oil in there at the moment, and I get the feeling my camera is frozen. Let's see. Yep, it's frozen. Yep, it done froze. Thought I had fixed that by unplugging it ahead of time, and then only having it plugged in as we were ready to go. Yeah, oh, technology. All right, so I'm gonna go give this a drain real quick. Excuse me, puppy. All right, so that's now draining. For the dredge, I've got a mix of potato starch and all-purpose flour in here. I actually ended up doing a little bit of a test run last night and just hung on to it. It came out excellent. Very, very happy. So, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Okay. But you can see, like, I've got, like, the big pieces of chicken skin that are still in there. Ah, hey, what's going on, Avocado Green KitchenAid? And this is 5 chicken thighs worth of meat cut up. It's been deboned. Most of the excess fat's been cut off. Kind of the bigger chunks, really. I didn't stress too much about getting all of it. Alright. So then I'm just adding all of this to the bag. And I think I have about 2 cups worth of potato starch and 2 cups worth of all-purpose flour in here, roughly. No, the chicken is not left over from that. This is a brand new pack of chicken. It could have been. On which one?
The $12 challenge.
Oh, the $12 challenge? Yeah, I only used a couple. I don't remember exactly how many I used, but I only used a couple. I will say that I didn't use the entire pack for this, but I did make enough knowing that we'll probably plow through all of this tonight. And I wouldn't be terribly surprised if I end up making a second batch a little later. Because the test batch that I did last night was amazing, and I really wish we had more. Alright. Okay. Get that out. Who? Marilyn? Thank you. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that everything's got a decent coating. But I'm also wanting to get rid of as much of the excess as possible, because any of the excess coating here that ends up in the oil can potentially burn and end up, you know, not being very good. Oh, Luhia, Iluhia? Is it I or LL or IL or LI? LL. Luhia? Morning. Ah, Lucia. Oh, very good. So I'm just kind of massaging this just to kind of get everything knocked off. I will say that one can purchase a bag of fried chicken mix. I happen to have it, but that stuff is super easy to use too, because literally it's some powder, some of the powder, some water to make kind of a thin batter, and then what you do is you dunk your chicken into the dry mix, get a coating on it, into the wet batter, and then back into the dry mix, and then you fry it. It is very easy and it is very good, but I kind of figured, you know what, this way makes me happy. Just the fact that it's just all-purpose flour and potato starch, or corn starch, if that's easier. And making it gluten-free is also super easy. So, alright, that's good to go. Those are drying. So I'm going to take this over and wash my hands real quick.
He was asking about MSG.
What about it?
Is there any question MSG?
Oh, is there any MSG in it?
Yeah.
Processing.
Process.
So at the moment there isn't any added MSG, okay? And what I mean by that is that I've not intentionally added MSG specifically. However, there is going to be naturally occurring MSG in like soy sauce, some other stuff. Now, am I opposed to adding MSG? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But it's not required.
It's not required. Alright, we're at 304.
Not everybody can eat MSG.
Well, actually, they kind of can.
Not everybody wants to.
Not everybody wants to.
And
Even
that's
though,
okay. We support you.
even though it is a naturally occurring amino acid. Alright. Let's get that kind of out of the way.
It is they probably more than tasty enough without any extra MSG.
No, in this particular case, I don't know that MSG would add anything to the party. Well, it's a glutamic acid is what it is. It's amino acid. Is really what it is. So, yeah, I mean, it is naturally occurring in all sorts of stuff, but it's also only half the umami equation, because besides the MSG, you also need the ING, the inosinate, and the it is the disodium guanylate and the disodium inosinate. Let me show you what I mean. So this is the back of the Lee Kum Kee mushroom bouillon powder, and you'll notice mushroom use extract disodium inosinate and disodium glutamate as a flavor enhancer, and then there should be it doesn't come out and say it, but MSG is in there too. And the reason is that those two disodiums, when they're in the presence of MSG in kind of a 50-50 ratio, well, 50% MSG, 25 the I, 25 the other G, they work synergistically and have the what happens is when you have them in that ratio, they're 8 times more effective than they would be individually. So you need it, they're just that much more perceived kind of savoriness. It's like a whole thing. So, all right. Knowledge. Okay. I feel like I should probably get this stuff kind of out of the way. So then that way we can bring our old friend portable burner in. Because, well, we need to also get the sauce going. Let's see. The last one, the Dakgangjeong, that is the recipe that for the sauce itself. Got ginger, I've got my rice vinegar, I've got my garlic, my gochujang, and oh, we are at temp. Okay. Okay. We've got fry cam.
Woo-hoo!
Hooray!
The world makes sense again.
The world makes sense again. All right. So our oil, we can see it. It's currently at 329. I'm gonna fry up some tteokbokki first.
The temperature is 350, you said?
330.
330, because it's...
Or 165 Celsius. I looked it up ahead of time.
You smart.
Okay. While that's doing its thing, we'll get working on the sauce. Would you be so kind as to come strain out the cabbage for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right.
I am summoned.
You have been summoned. Okay. So that's frying. Keep an eye on that if you would.
No pressure.
No pressure. Well, basically when things start floating and the tteokbokki start to get a twinge of brown. Oh, treats for doggos.
Treats for the dogs. I just washed my hands. I'm gonna let you do it.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'll do it.
You got it?
You're cooking and stuff. Oh, there's no treats in here.
No. Not at the moment. Yeah, it's brand new oil. So it's really, really clean.
There's some up top.
Okay, well.
Come here, dogs. Hopefully, can you see them? Yeah. Those of you who don't know, we have Jane and Vera. Jane is a boy. He's named after Jane Cobb from Firefly, and his very favorite gun is Vera. Okay, dogs, come on, let's go. Out.
Okay, so those are getting pretty close to being done. So just keep an eye on them. Okay, so for the sauce, in the recipe it calls for soy sauce. I've decided to actually use this stuff from Hab Sauce. It's their spicy sweet soy sauce. These guys were at the Portland Hot Sauce Expo that we went to a couple of weeks ago, and this stuff is amazing.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. So we are gonna use that in here.
How do we know when it's done?
When what's done?
The tteokbokki.
Is it starting to get like a touch brown?
No.
No? But it's
Okay, so I'm looking for color.
just like twinges of golden brown. they're, you know, floating and stuff. If you end up pulling them out, what's our temp at? 312. Okay, so it's dropped. So we gotta wait for it to also come back up. All right. Where were we? All right, no worries, Marilyn. Have yourself a good night. Take care of yourself.
Thanks for stopping by.
Have some water.
Yeah.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Scott Duckboki is currently frying.
It's a rice.
They're little rice cakes.
Yeah, rice cake.
All right, so that's the soy sauce in there. Let's see.
And he's frying them mostly because I love them.
And I love them too. They're very good. All right, so now we need 3 tablespoons of mirin, which is going in.
What is mirin?
Mirin is a sweetened cooking wine. It's like a sweetened sake, but I wouldn't necessarily drink it. There are mirins that one can drink.
I always think of the Helen mirin.
No, not Helen Mirren. Okay. Couple of tablespoons of rice vinegar. Into the pan. Let's see. We need some sesame oil, which I got my thing of sesame oil here. 2 teaspoons. Let's see. Brown sugar. Whoa, that was close.
What was that?
That was, use it to make sushi. Oh yeah, totally. Brown sugar, a couple of tablespoons. There we go. Then I need honey. Okay, those are probably ready to pull.
Pull them out.
Onto the tray there.
I just hear a timer.
It's the temperature alarm.
I was like, we got a billion timers. Which one is it?
It's the temperature alarm.
You did say that. I figured it out clearly.
This is actually a jar of local honey that I bought from a kid on the side of the road.
Leave the oil on and stuff?
Yes, because now we get to start frying chicken.
Okay. Do we turn the temperature up or something?
Nope.
No touching.
All right.
Where did you find this side of the road, honey?
This was out in, like, the outskirts. All right. So I'm going to fry up some chicken skins, because these will fry up pretty quick.
Too bad G-Money's not here.
Yeah, too bad G-Money's not here. Although he'd probably protest that I'm frying up, you know, his family.
Insert bad joke here.
Okay.
There's no towel. So excited. Well, last night DK made some
I made a test.
a test batch, and it was fantastic.
Back those up a bit.
Well, you didn't bruise it first, yeah?
Bruise. Oh no, I did not.
No, we're friendly. Gently caressed it.
Yes.
He treated it well.
Okay. I'm gonna let these get a little bit darker. So I'm not gonna refry these with everything else. Okay.
It's like Korean chicharron.
Yeah. Okay, so that's back up to 10. Those are looking pretty good, so I'm going to pull them out.
There's a question. What is chicharron?
Oh, chicharron is kind of the deep fried, crunchy pig skin. Although it comes in a couple of different forms. You see it sometimes with meat. Sometimes it's just the skin.
Yeah, it's skin that's been fried, so it like puffs up, and it's super crunchy, and it's light, although it's skin, so it's a little oily. Yeah, it's a lot of oily, but some people love it. I tolerate it a little bit. I'm not as big as a fan of chicharron as this one here. No judgment. It's from the Hispanic culture, is that correct?
So yeah, Mexican culture makes it, but they make pork cracklings. Like in the South, they get eaten all over the place. Basically, if they eat pig, there's some form of it somewhere.
I was gonna say pork crisps, in the UK.
Pork scratchings.
Oh yeah. I said, well, if I love it with a little strip of meat with it.
Yeah. Okay, so on these, I'm aiming for a really light golden brown because we're going to fry these again. So, if you would come here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Kind of see how that color is? How
Yes.
it's still pretty pale, but you're starting to get a little bit brown. That's the color we're aiming for.
Okay.
Alright?
I take it you want me to continue frying?
Yes. So I can go finish the sauce.
Let's hope I don't ruin dinner.
You're not going to ruin dinner. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and see about how many pieces there.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a dozen.
So use the tongs to go ahead and just drop them in one at a time. Okay. She's got that going.
If you didn't know, I have not zero, but pretty close to zero cooking skills. Or at least I came into the marriage that way. I can hold my own with breakfast now.
True.
I lost count.
That's fine. You just don't want to overcrowd the pan.
Because it'll cause the oil temperature to drop too low.
Yep. Like right now it's... Okay, so it's currently at 342, so we'll turn the heat down a bit. Because we don't need it necessarily that high, but you're going to want to stir up the chicken so that it doesn't stick together. Okay. Back to this. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. So I need to add some ginger, and I've got my ginger grater here. And I've got ginger knob that I've
You
peeled.
said no.
I said knob. There we go. End was a little dried out, so I just wanted to trim it. Okay.
How often do I have to stir?
It doesn't. You don't have to like. Oh my gosh! I have to stir. I have to stir. Just kind of slowly, lazily. This first fry, they really should only be in there about 2 minutes.
Okay. I say this looks almost the same color. Well, hair longer.
Got my grated ginger.
Because I've learned to just go a little longer or a little bit more than what.
Well, it's okay to kind of under because, like I said, we're gonna fry it a second time.
Whew, almost lost one.
Got my gochujang. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons to this. because when I made it, I did it with one just to kind of test it out, and I found that I wanted just a little bit more heat. Just a little.
We're gonna need another tray.
It's alright. Alright. So now I need the garlic. And I might as well just grate it on here too. And the garlic, I believe, is another teaspoon, maybe 2. I'm okay if there's a little additional garlic in here because garlic in this sauce is good. Okay. So I've got my grated ginger and garlic. Now we need our little brush to get all that stuff in there. There we go.
Temperature's dropping.
Okay.
That's good. Garlic is good.
Indeed. Garlic indeed. Okay. Soy sauce, mirin, cider vinegar, gochujang, honey, sesame oil, brown sugar, garlic, ginger, and then just a little bit of pepper.
Seattle-ish, that's not that far from us.
Who's in Seattle? I see Nick.
Yeah. Next time you travel, you know, we could go. We could meet halfway. Of course, I don't know how ish to Seattle you are.
There we go. Alright. I'm gonna get this stuff out of here.
We're about 3.5 hours.
Something like that. Ish. Alright. Now we get to bring the heat. So far, so good.
There's oil all up on this thing.
On what thing?
The spider.
Oh. Alright.
Beer's excited about something.
Probably somebody walking their dog.
Should I set up a second tray or
No, there's no need.
just stack them?
Yeah, well, you can just push the chicken back.
I kind of did that already.
No, you can push it back even more.
More!
Yeah. JBLM. Yeah, it totally depends on traffic and everything else. Okay. So now we're just going to cook this and kind of let it simmer. So it thickens up just a touch.
Woo.
I'm going to turn this down so it's over a really low heat.
It's a fun game of temperature control.
Yes, it is.
Like, oh, turn it back up. We dropped too low.
Okay, so that's looking good. Boom. Ah, okay. Gotcha, I seen it.
What?
Air Force Army Base.
Nice. You cranked it way up.
Yeah, because you're at like 319. Okay.
I got oil all over my hands. There's a mini Air Force base at a Portland airport. They fly over from time to time.
Yeah.
We can hear it. We call it the sound of freedom when they fly over. What? Can you hear Vera's tail? She's whacking the cabinet. Whack, whack, whack.
Whack, whack, whack.
Whack, whack. Whack, whack, whack. You just want me for food. I'm just a food machine. It's all I am to you. Okay, you two, come on. Out. Okay.
Oh, we're at 10. Load them up.
Load them up.
Okay.
Last round.
Let's give this sauce a quick taste.
Smelling like a Korean fried chicken place. Ooh. Woo! A little spicy. Woo!
I will say that is a little bit spicier than the version that I made a few days ago.
Yeah.
No, the thump, yeah, thump. No, the thump, that was just Vera's tail.
Just the tail.
So add a little bit more brown sugar to that.
$3.33. Oh, don't forget to stir. So they don't stick together. Yeah, I did pretty good.
Yeah, you did. Tastes good, clears your sinuses. Yeah, exactly.
Whew. I'll be able to breathe tonight.
Yeah. All right. So that's looking real good. So I got the heat off on that. Oop. Heat is off on this. We're letting it chill. Hey, Maria's here. How's it going, Radio Hatties? How you doing?
Hey, it's been a little while. Hopefully all is well.
Yeah. Well. How are we doing? Oh yeah, that's
time to pull.
Yeah, definitely time to pull. Okay. Yep.
Okay,
Okay, so the heat's off.
these I used on here.
That's great. Okay.
Heat's off. We're done with this?
No, just. Oh yeah, that can go. That can go. Sorry.
That's okay.
So so the chicken has been through the first fry. We're
Number
gonna
one.
fry it again to darken the color and finish it off, and then we'll toss some of the chicken in here because it is definitely spicier than I initially intended.
That's okay.
That's okay. Thankfully, we've got rice to go with it.
Well, the chicken too.
Yeah, well, there's the chicken too, but the rice is definitely going to help kind of cool it down. The chicken moo is definitely going to help cool it down. And then we've got the cabbage salad that we need to finish off.
Guys, Maria, how have you been? Like I said, it's been a while. I noticed you weren't here the other day. Your absence was felt. Not that you're required to be here, just we're clear.
If I were to wager a guess, she's probably in 3 other streams, modding 1 or 2 of them, and possibly playing a video game at the same time.
Pretty amazing. She's She's got kids too, right?
No, no kids.
No children.
No.
Who is it that has kids? There's someone we talk to all the time that has kids.
I don't recall.
I don't either. Let us know if you have children. It's okay if you don't have children. We don't have children.
It's true, we don't have children. Okay. So we got our salad there.
We got married too late for children. Although, with a small fortune, we could.
Yeah, but at this point in time, I don't feel like chasing, you know, a toddler around the house. Like, I don't think I'm
Nope.
gonna have the patience for a teenager in 15 years.
Nope.
Alright.
Toss in the salad.
That's right.
What? Why are you getting here? Come on. Scoot your little butt. Come on, keep going.
Okay. Salad be tossed. Ah, spanakopita. Nice. All right. Hey, G Money is here. You missed it. I fried up chicken skin earlier. All right. So we got our. He felt the disturbance in the force. There you go. Okay. Put this away. Alright, so this has been out of the fryer for... I burned you hardly. Okay. Back to the stove. Alright. There it is. Okay. It's time for round 2 of frying. This time we're aiming to get color.
Why double fry?
It has the effect of really crisping up the outside of the chicken. Like the first one is really meant to get the heat into whatever it is that you're frying. And then the second one is like, okay, now that we've got heat into it, we've got carryover cooking.
Just to like finish it off.
Finish it off, get some color on it, crisp it up.
Is it the same temperature of the oil?
Yeah, 330. Chicken skin.
Is G-Money gonna cringe every time you bite?
That is really good with the sauce. That is really good with the sauce. Mmm. Exactly, I see Nick Wolf.
tastes so good, you're not saying anything.
I know, it's true.
You know it's good when no one's
You know it's good when I'm just like, I got nothing to say, because it tastes amazing. Mmm. Okay. Move that over just a touch. So I can bring over the chicken and everything. We can get stuff tossed. Yeah, see how that's like starting to get a nice color on it?
Smells really good.
Yeah, it does.
Woo! Yeah, it's like we walked into a Korean barbecue or fried chicken place.
Korean fried chicken place. Side cut bulky are also quite good.
Now, you have me do the chicken in batches, but you're doing this all at once.
Yes,
What's the deal? Why?
because during the initial fry, it's more important to maintain that oil temp. I mean, at the moment, it's dropped to currently saying 288, but we're getting the color. The frying temp isn't quite as critical for the second fry. Yep. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the second fry, it's not that burnt. It's just crispy, which that's amazing. He's fine with it. That is really funny. There we go. Hi, Jane. There we go. Look at that. That is what we want. Oh yeah. Okay. I think, yeah, we're good. All right, let's pull this out.
My head burning. He just announced Cajun style XYZ for dinner.
Nice. It's blackened.
That's right. It's the seasoning.
Yeah. It's activated carbon. It's good for you. Okay. We're gonna heat up.
You're gonna double fry the duck bulky too.
I'm just heating it up. So these are a Korean rice cake. They're very tasty. They look like they're hard, but they're actually they're a little chewy. but they're good, especially like when they're in like the spicy sauce. All right.
Fred says it builds character, and I said
It's true.
it puts hair on your cheeks.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, checks! I said checks.
Ow! Cheeks. That's funny. I almost turn brown whatever she's frying or baking, otherwise she's not happy. Alright. Got the heat. Throw in some of those.
Not too much on mine. It's spicy. Woo!
I'm leaving some, like, out of the sauce. Yeah, that's good.
Just so we can add a different sauce.
Or have it playing. Oh, yeah. Come on, little piece. Get coated. There we go. Nice.
Fred, you missed his waist tonight. I said every night.
Okay. Let's dish up.
Scott Connor in the house.
Hey, Punisher's here. Okay. Fork. Alright, let's get some rice all up in here. Chickens, rice cakes. Okay. Now let's there we go. All right, so we've got that. Time to bust out some of the chicken dough. Okay. Some of the pickled onion and chili. Let me get some chilies in there. Nice. Alright, so we got our pickled onion and chili. We got our chicken moo. Moo moo moo. We got our Korean fried chicken with fried duck bulky. We got our rice, and we got our cabbage salad. We're ready to eat. All right. Need some fiber all up in here. All right. It's temperature hot.
That's what I was waiting.
A little bit of that rice. Man, that's good. Some of that chicken moo. That pickled radish with this is so good because it like cools you down. Oh man, that is some tasty stuff. Our duck bulky.
I'm aggressive.
Mm. I don't discriminate.
I said, which is pretty true, very rarely do you cook breast meat. The only time we ever have breast is when I grill it.
True.
I've gotten pretty good at grilling it. How is it?
It's awesome.
You're not just saying that to impress the stream?
No, I'm not. Get in on the cabbage salad a little bit.
This looks like it came from a restaurant.
It does.
There is a while, because we don't have, so one of the best Korean fried chicken is BB.Q, which is amazing.
Which, consequently, G Money, there is a BB.Q Korean barbecue in close proximity to your home, so I'm told.
But for a while, I was trying to talk this one here into getting, let's get a BB.Q franchise.
So, the name of the sauce is actually, it's a dakgangjang. It's a soy sauce, vinegar, Korean chili paste. There's some ginger and garlic, some sesame oil. But it's like a spicy sweet sauce. So dang good.
Yeah, it's still a little too warm for me. Temperature-wise. It is in the current place here. Yeah, is there a BB.Q by you, Pickle?
There's a BB.Q by G Money, but the place that Lumpy orders from is a different place. Chicken pilaf. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, Radio Hitties. I also really like rice, and a good pilaf is awesome.
This is fantastic. Nailed it! You did really good.
Oh.
We have one of those Chimmy Cake isn't that? No, Chim King. It's over in the Hollywood district.
Yeah. There is a, I think it's called Chim King in the Hollywood district of Portland. It's okay. This is way better.
This is way better. Yeah, AJ, we'd love to send this to you. We'd love to send it to everybody. We need to feed the world. That's our plan.
And that chicken skin. In the secret sauce.
That you taught everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken's perfectly cooked. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's not like too hard.
Mm-mm.
That's what we went to that Chicken King.
Chim King.
Chim King. Yeah, and it was just rock hard.
Yeah. Oh, the humanity. I know.
I'm taking from your plate.
What?
I'm a little sorry, but not sorry.
That's fine. We're married.
That's a great question. Was AJ ever called AJ before Twitch?
Oh, that's a great question.
I was never Mrs. Wayso until Twitch.
That is true.
I never thought in a million years that'd be my name, but it's stuck.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Not that that really matters, since...
And now I can't be anything else. I don't want to be anything else.
Mm. Some of that pickled onion. Mm.
This is so good. I'm really sorry you guys can't try this.
Seriously, like, I think of everything that I've made so far on stream,
Wow.
this is probably my favorite.
You nailed it. Like, this is as good as
Yeah, no,
any
this
restaurant
is
you do.
this is.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the only difference is it's a different sauce than what we would buy.
Yeah. The sauce that we would normally get at BB.Q, it's like a honey garlic.
So good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
Next time you're down here, G Money, we can make that happen.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
This will be the go-to dish for anyone who comes to town.
Yeah.
Unless you request something else.
That is true. Like beef and like proper horseradish.
Yeah.
Yeah, fried chicken is absolutely 100% my kryptonite.
I never really cared for it until now. Like this, I love it. You know, we could do a big fried chicken Mad with Power.
Oh. That would be interesting.
Yeah. See if Tyler let us use his kitchen.
Yeah, like if Ty had like an open house or something. And yeah.
That would be fun.
It would be. It'd be super cool.
You outdid yourself.
Thank you. Oh, no. This is not an every night kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not at all. Like, even just the straight up, like, fried nuggets. Are fantastic. Like, I would honestly just hit these with a touch of salt, and you're good. See you in hell. Wait, who wrote that song? Is that Halloween? Or Grim Reaper? I forget who did that song.
Maybe with a trend of power tour bus he's making. Just walk to the next city over.
Oh, man. I'm happy. I am.
You should be proud of yourself. You did it.
I am. I'm very proud of myself.
You did good.
This turned out fantastic. This would be a phenomenal way to die. I'd be okay with that. Hi, gang.
Not today.
No, not today. Dancing in hell. Okay, folks. I think we're at a good stopping place. Oh! The treat thingy was in here. Oh, there it is.
I just brought the whole container up.
Here, Dick. Puppy! Sit. Good dogs. There she is.
They had quite a few trips.
Quite a few treats today.
Well, that's okay. These are low calories.
Yeah, they are. But. Oh, Cam's playing. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? Let's go raid 7 Kingdoms.
And school peeps.
Yep. They're good peeps. They are new wave and nice metal buds. So yeah, let's go raid 7 Kingdoms.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I had a blast. I was insanely excited for this, and I am not disappointed at all.
No?
At all. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you for the hype train.
I was say hype train.
Thanks for the new follows, folks. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you so much. I love all you guys. We'll be back Saturday. It is the first day of the Akibasho.
Woo!
The September Grand Sumo Tournament. And yeah, we're gonna have to make some sumo stew, some chanko nabe. I'm kind of thinking of a kimchi variety, which is a very common thing. So that's yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So thank you so much. Love all y'all. Take care. Have a wonderful night. And there's a button around here somewhere.
Hello, boys and ghouls.